Day 2 is titled Applications of Probability. It's only 1 page long. We're going to be answering the question, how can I pull it all together? So question 100 wants another definition for independence. Part A, to learn how the math multiplication rule got its name, rewrite the multiplication rule starting with the probability of A and B. It's going to be equal to the probability of A given B times the probability of B, hence the multiplication. So that little dot implies multiplying. Part B says, if event A and event B are independent, what do you know about the probability of event A given that event B has occurred? Write an equation to represent this relationship. So the equation is the probability of A given B is equal to the probability of A. So knowing that B has occurred does not affect the probability of A occurring. Question C says, substitute the independence relationship from part B into the multiplication rule that you wrote for part A to get another definition for independence. So if the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B, then A and B are independent. Question D says, have you used the equation for the multiplication rule that you wrote in part C before? If so, where? So everybody's answer is going to be slightly different. If you have, it was probably last year in your math class, which was titled Integrated Math 1. So if you've seen it before, you're going to say, I used it last year in Integrated Math 1. Or, I didn't take Integrated Math 1 because I was at a different school or something to that effect. Okay? All right, question 101 down at the bottom says, the local sports shop is having a sale on bats and balls with a limit of 1 bat and 1 ball per customer. The owner of the store, Mr. Blake, thinks that a customer who purchases a bat is more likely to purchase a ball than a customer who does not purchase a bat. He analyzes the sales from the last week and finds that a total of 240 customers came into the store. He counts 180 customers who purchased bats and 96 customers who purchased balls. Mr. Blake then counts the number of sales that include both a bat and a ball and finds that 72 customers purchased both. If there is an association between the purchase of the bats and balls, explain and show your reasoning using the relationships you have just learned in this lesson. Okay? So the probability of getting a bat is 75%, which is the decimal of 0.75. Probability of purchasing a ball is 40%, which is 0.40. And the probability of purchasing a bat and ball is 30%, which is just 0.30 as a decimal. So we're going to say, no, there is not an association because it does not fit into that rule. That makes them independent.